On the outside, the Swift sports a sleek and modern design. Suzuki have introduced a new Horizon design line that wraps around the vehicle, creating a sense of motion. Rounded shoulder lines give it a sporty edge, while the iconic Suzuki badge proudly sits at the front of the bonnet. Lower headlight positions and L-shaped daytime running lights not only enhance visibility, but also add a touch of sophistication. And check out those clear rear tailgate lights.
Connecting you to Victorian, national and international news.
There's more news on our website at trfm.com.au.
Part of the Ace Radio Network, 99.5 and 99.9 TRFM.
10 degrees in Melbourne, showers increasing today, a top of 14. It's 9 o'clock. Good morning, I'm Eddie Summerfield. The Albanese government maintains allowing US beef into Australia has nothing to do with current tariff negotiations. Australia will permit the sale of American beef after the Trump administration had been critical of our ban. The government is now satisfied US beef meets strict biosecurity standards. Trade Minister Don Farrell telling Sky News that change of heart is not linked to tariff deliberations on other products.
We do a scientific examination and we make a decision. Sometimes we accept, sometimes we reject, but it's a process that goes on independent of the government, and they've made a decision.
Let me move on
that it's appropriate to allow that beef.
A group of armed offenders are wanted by police after storming a room at a Lilydale motel. Police say they forced their way into one of the rooms of the Maroondah Highway business and assaulted a man with weapons. The 45-year-old was hospitalised. An 18-year-old woman was arrested but is yet to be questioned by police. Opposition for the Allen government's $3 billion emergency services levy is growing louder. Mayors and councillors from 22 local government areas met yesterday, all opposing the controversial tax. Those at the meeting agreed to form a delegation to meet directly with the Premier to advocate for a rethink on the tax. An Australian university is swapping hypothetical assignments for real clients in an effort to bring more IT support to regional Australia. 55 students from Charles Sturt University took part in the project, developing websites and apps that'll go live in rural parts of the country. Senior computing lecturer Arash Maralbai says the project will help students be more job ready.
They should be able to understand the tensions when they're getting into the job environment. I'm trying to make sure that they can get involved with the teams, basically how to collaborate between the diversity of the teams.
Also making news, at least $382 million of taxpayer funds have so far been spent on Victoria negotiating a statewide Indigenous treaty, and Matthew Wales King, the man jailed for what became known as the Society murders in 2002, could be free as early as next year. Checking finance, $1 Aussie buying 65.67 US cents.
Simics Better, your local appliance specialists. Get a better deal on washing machines, fridges, TVs, small appliances and more. Go local.
That's better.
Jeremy Cameron remains a chance to boot 100 goals this season. The Geelong forward kicked 11 in a 101-point win over North Melbourne, moving to 69 majors for the season with 4 rounds and finals to play. Roos coach Alistair Clarkson conceding his side was no match for the Coleman medal leader.
We're working on some things with our game in terms of giving exposure to some of our young players. I mean, I think Jeremy Cameron probably had more games on his own than the collective group of North Melbourne defenders that were made up our back seven.
Adelaide is now on top of the ladder after a thumping 98-point win over Port Adelaide in the showdown. Collingwood can reclaim top spot this afternoon with their win over Richmond. Lando Norris has snatched pole position by just 0.08 of a second from Oscar Piastri for tonight's Belgian Grand Prix. The Australian feeling good after qualifying.
I mean, I'm feeling good. I feel like the car's been very good. I feel like in general I've done a good job, just unfortunately not when it mattered today. But I feel like the pace has been really strong all weekend.
Earlier it was Max Verstappen who won the sprint from the Australian. The British and Irish Lions scored a try in the 80th minute to beat the Wallabies 29-26 at the G, and Australia's won the toss, bowling first in the 2020 against the West Indies. That's the latest news and sport.
Head to the drive-thru at your local McDonald's Gippsland restaurant. Scan the QR code and win with drive-thru for cash. Thanks to McDonald's Gippsland restaurants and TRFM.
The Big Arch has arrived at Macca's. 2 100% Aussie beef patties, 3 layers of cheese and tangy Big Arch sauce. Available after 10:30 a.m.
Are you part of the crew? Find the Morning Crew on Facebook and join Gabby and Dan for all the madness. The Morning Crew with Gabby and Dan. The best way to wake up. Weekday mornings from 6 on TRFM.
Great food, great atmosphere. Dine in at Gray's Bistro. Open for lunch and dinner at the Sale Greyhound Club.
TRFM weather.
Your 4-day forecast for Gippsland and the Valley for Sunday. Cloudy, a high chance of showers and light winds. Expecting tops of 14 degrees for the Valley, 15 for Sale and 16 degrees for Bairnsdale, Lakes Entrance and Orbost. On Monday, showers, a top of 13 degrees. Tuesday, a shower or two, 14. Then on Wednesday, a shower or two, a top of 13 degrees. Right now, it's 8 degrees.